Okay, so we got in our first shipment of the fog lights that we're going to be selling. Just kind of wanted to go over an unboxing and show you what's in the box, show you how they look, show you the DRL function, and just kind of compare the aesthetics of them versus the Diode Dynamics and the Morimotos. So first off, I'm just doing the FFYs. Now we have the FFY and the FBY. Just it depends on your application as to which one you'll need. We do have a compatibility list on the website, which will tell you which set to get. So you get your two fog lights there. And your harness, the drivers, as well as some extra fuse holders in case you need to add some. These are the instructions. So I'm just going to go over one of them here, give you an idea of how it looks. So these are yellow. The ones we got in are yellow. Seems like the people that I was talking to, most everybody was looking for yellow. We can get these in a white. And if you are interested in a set, let me know. And for our next order, I will be sure to add a few of the white ones to it. But I will go ahead and connect these. These are waterproof plugs. They only go in one way, and they screw for a watertight fit. Quality build on these are pretty good. I mean, like the little ring is plastic, but this is like a cast metal with a lot of heat fins to help dissipate the heat. Cable glands to keep it all watertight and secure inside. So quality is pretty good overall. From what I've seen. Okay, so I got it hooked up for the bench. So the DRL function, I mean, it is pretty bright. I don't know if, let me see if I can adjust this. Alright, so I adjusted there a little bit down. I mean, you can see how like, yeah, I mean, daylight, you're gonna see this fine. This is a pretty bright halo. So honestly, it should look pretty sweet having it down low like that on your car. I don't know there's a whole lot of fog light, like good fog lights, that have halos built into them. So that's definitely, for me, it's a plus. You know, some people may not like it, but you know, that's what this video is about. You know, looks, aesthetics. Turn signal, equally as bright. That's definitely going to get somebody's attention if you're trying to turn. And then right back to the actual halo for the DRL. Alright, adjusted it back. So yeah, this is really bright. Of course, cameras are very hard to capture things, but this is really bright. So there's the function of that one. Now, comparatives. I'll start out with the Morimotos. One thing right off the bat, I will say, Morimoto has a very nice box. I wish my boxes looked as fancy as that, but, you know, hey, I'm perfectly fine with what I got for now, but definitely like Morimoto's box. Very nice. So, see, there's packed in the bubble wrap there. I think Morimoto's, like, they look really aggressive, like, if you get up on them close. But I will say, like, with these, they're very discreet. You don't really notice them. You know, so that if that's the look that you're going for, you know, you want like straight blackout on the front of your car, you know, that's really cool. That's a plus. I use these. I actually plan on putting a set of these on my my Legacy. What's really cool about these, I can actually open them up and put a color flow halo in it. So, you know, if you ever have a car that I'm doing a set of lights on and you want to put color flow halos in a fog light, these would probably be what I would use. These are perfect for opening them up. 80 mil will fit right in there perfectly. I can run the wires right out the back, seal it back up, and it looks perfect. Looks awesome. So, I mean, you know, I still plan on buying these. I still plan on using these on different cars, but if you want good, bright fog lights, I don't know if I'd go with these. They definitely function. They would definitely be an upgrade from OEM. But, you know, brightness-wise, that I don't think that was the goal that Morimoto went with when they designed these. I actually did a video very recently where they stated just that they actually don't want them to be bright. So, you know, hey, different people, different goals on a car, and different viewpoints of what a fog light should or shouldn't do. So it's kind of just more up to the person and preference as to what they want. Next up, I did get a set of the Diode Dynamics. Once again, very nice box. Wish mine looked a little fancier, but trying to keep cost down. What's this one? And of course, this is pretty familiar looking to most of you, no doubt. This is the Diode Dynamics. I'll say this has a really nice off-road look. I mean, if you're looking for something more off-road looking, these look pretty good. And you know, just walking up to your car, looking about in the car, I mean, hey man, I'm not going to knock it, man. They look really good. The output is amazing. If you're looking for high output, Morimoto or Diode Dynamics makes some of the brightest on the market. These here are the Sports. I would consider our fog lights to be in the level of the Sports. Pro obviously being a little bit brighter, and the Max just being insanely bright. Of course, you are looking at about 320 on the Pros. I believe the Maxes are 520, and the Sports are 200. Obviously, they do run sales periodically. If the Diode Dynamics is a direction that you want to go, I would definitely encourage you to look out for those. All in all, a really solid product. I mean, they are made of, it kind of feels like a cast metal as well. I don't think any of this is plastic short of the, yeah, that should be plastic, but it's pretty solid build. So I mean, you're not going wrong with the Diode Dynamics or the Morimoto or ours. I think all three are really solid. That's why I used all three of these in the comparisons. I wasn't going to get into like eBay comparisons and OEM, and I mean, these are all three superior to the below $100 price point fog lights. None of those are really going to compare to what you're getting with this lineup. Once again, obviously, Diode Dynamics does have far brighter fog lights. If you're looking for the brightest of the bright and you got about $500 to spend, Diode Dynamics is the way to go 100%. But I feel like for most people, what the Sports put out, for what ours put out, and even to some extent what Morimoto puts out is more than enough. If you have a bright set of headlights, you don't need really bright fog lights necessarily. But some people do like them. I'll use an example. So one really cool feature about the new Crosstreks and maybe a couple other models that they're doing, but I have the Crosstrek, so I know on it does. But when you turn into the turns, the Crosstrek actually uses the fog lights to give you extra vision in the turns. Like some of the cars in the past decade or so have been adding adaptive lighting, which actually turns with the car when you go through curves and whatnot, which gives you that lighting into the turns. Well, on the Crosstreks, and I'm sure several other Subaru models are doing this as well, they've found a way to utilize the same effect, but without the added cost of motorized headlights. And that is just simply turning on the fog light on whichever side the steering wheel is turned towards, using steering input. So it's really a great idea that they did, being as cheap as it was to probably implement that. And an upgrade in fog lights with something like these, either or, it's really going to make a big difference. I do plan on installing a set of hours on the Crosstrek this weekend, and I will try to do a follow-up video on that, kind of giving an example of how it looks. I don't have a whole lot of time, so I wish I could just put the diodes on, compare, shoot a video, put these on, compare, shoot a video. I can't pull the bumper like 4 times. It's way too time consuming trying to kind of juggle a whole bunch of jobs here at one time. All in all, I'm very happy with the quality of these. They're really solid. They feel good. You've still got the adjustments up and down. I don't feel like you're really losing anything with these. So there you go. Go ahead and set all 3 of these out so you can kind of see them side by side. The Morimotos, the new Braggin Lightz, and the Diode Dynamics. All 3 definitely solid options. All 3 have their strengths. You know, it's just kind of preference at this point, I think.